Welcome into another telecast of LMC Varsity Sports. I'm Charlie McGraw. We're here at Memorial Fields for today's boys lacrosse game between the 9-5 Mamaroneck Tigers and the 4-9 White Plains Tigers. Battle of the Tigers, and Mamaroneck has been having a good year so far. Extra motivation as today is senior day and one of their last regular games of the season for both teams. We should have a good battle. We'll have the opening face-off next here on LMC Varsity Sports.
These seniors, they've done a great job. They've helped build our program, and they've left each of them have left their own legacy for us. It's been an honor really working with them. Unfortunately, we need to be a little brief here today because we want to make sure that we don't hold up White Plains too much. But I'll say something brief about each one of them, and then parents, we definitely invite you out on the field to take a photo with your son. And they have something for you as well. All right, and Mrs. Drell's been kind enough to take some extra pictures too, which is great. So if you're overload. A few other thank yous though before I forget. One, my wife Postgame, and Dr. Bryce for putting up with us in the spring as we spend an inordinate amount of time with the boys. Ms. Suman, the secretaries in the office, do a wonderful job behind the scenes, really supporting this program. And certainly Coach Biddy, all right, who's out here setting up for us each and every game. So I think we'll just start with, first off, Andrew Laney, midfielder, also played here. He's been a do-it-all kid for us. He switched mid-season. We got rid of a goal and it's kind of short stick, so he's done a great job. Great individual to be around. Next up, this guy has an absolute candidate shot. We got some stuff. Worked really hard. He's done a great job for us. Great midfielder. Huge, and we're really proud of everything he's done for us. Jake Myers. Back This young man has done a great job for us as a defensive midfielder all year. He works extremely hard. It's just a pleasure to be around. Great coachable kid. We couldn't be prouder of to have worked with Coach Bayback and myself. All right, that's why. For the first time this season, has done a great job for us, and his skills have gotten a lot better just coming out for the first time as a senior. Right, Greg Sullivan. This young man has kept us in games, allowed us to win games, and how far he has gone in goal is unbelievable from where he was as a sophomore. It's really wild. And just a great individual to be around. And to be proud of him for his work ethic. This young man has been a great leader for us during the winter. Jack was too. All these guys did a great job. But, showed up to everything. And, all our weight room sessions, all our indoor practices, our indoor games, everything along the way. He's worked extremely hard. Be proud of him. Rely on him on the offensive end. Playing across the University of Vermont next year. Emmett Bay. Everything for us and help lead our team. He's done a wonderful job. Luckily, we have a younger Knowles out there on the horizon, but couldn't be prouder of Teddy. And we'll definitely miss him next year. Teddy Knowles. One more step. Last but absolutely and undoubtedly certainly not least, I don't know if you guys as parents and everyone in the stands is aware, but we've asked this young man to play just about every single game this year. All right, maybe almost two. He's played top Division I recruited attackmen or midfielders, all right, and has virtually shut them down. He's an outstanding athlete. He's an outstanding football player, and that has carried over and has brought his leadership here. We couldn't be prouder of him. We're trying to get him to walk on at Cornell because we know they'd love to have him. But just a great student athlete and an outstanding individual. We were truly lucky to have him.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, I'm Troy McGraw alongside cameraman Gary Francois and Danelle Clark and Rob Moretti, who is also the community sports producer, here in the Battle of the Tigers between White Plains and Mamaroneck. 4 12-minute quarters and then overtime if they were still tied, as White Plains had the face-off and then they lost it for a second, but then they got it back, as Ryan Martino will bring it up here for White Plains. They play it to Miles Tillman. Goalies are senior Jack Denty, who's been starting since he was a sophomore, since he took over 2 years ago, about two games into the season that year, and has been the starter ever since. And Sebastian Gomez is the junior goalie for White Plains. 4-9 is White Plains, and 9-5 is Mamaroneck. And the shot is scored by Mamaroneck. Emmett Fay scoring, assisted by Shane Smith, and also Conley threw the pass as well. But in lacrosse, I think you only credit 1 assist, man? Yes, not hockey. Not like hockey where you can credit 2 assists. Just the 1 assist will go to Smith, even though Tom Conley fed it to Smith and would be the second assister. But 1 minute, 4 seconds gone by, already 1-0 on the Emmett Fay goal for Mamaroneck over White Plains. And we have a violation against White Plains' face-off man. That is Santiago Chica, so it will be Mamaroneck ball, and Conley has it here. Tom Conley plays it to J.B. Connor. Tom Conley, the younger brother of Mamaroneck legends Pete Conley and Chris Conley. As Tom Conley has it here, plays it to J.B. Connor. Connor will play it himself. Tim Summer is up near him. So he gets the call from Coach Barnard, who's coaching from a knee on the sidelines. And that is Court Chambers to Conley from Emmett Fay, who has the goal, which was assisted by Shane Smith. Behind the goal now, that's Will Martin. Played around Martin to Fay. Actually, Fay has it now, and he plays it top of the key. And that's a goal. 2-0 Tigers. Nice pass, Emmett Fay, to the top of the key, and the score by Tim Summer, and it is quickly 2-0 Mamaroneck. 2 minutes and 23 seconds gone by. Tigers looking for their 10th win of the season, and they lead 2-0. So that was nice ball movement by Mamaroneck as they really moved it around there. Everybody touched it, and then the goal was scored by player at the top of the key from about 15 yards out, a bouncing shot by Tim Summer by a by the goalie Sebastian Gomez. And it's quickly 2-0. Mamaroneck wins the face-off, and bringing it up will be JB Connor. Tim Summer had a switch sticks there, but he came back after switched it. And getting through the check was Ryan Martino for White Plains as they look to get on the board for the first time. Low pass, mishandled there, and it is loose, and it'll go out of bounds. So the pass from Ryan Martino to Alex Kenny can't be handled, and it goes out of bounds to Mamaroneck. So a costly turnover there by White Plains. So they had the ball, and falling to his thing was Luke Leone as he fell to the turf there. 3 minutes, 15 seconds gone by in this first quarter, and Mamaroneck leading 2-0, looking to go up 3-0 as they swing it around now. Summer has it to JB Connor, Connor to Conley, Conley to Fay, who has a goal and assist already. Fay passes, and the shot by Connor is wide, but backed up and played by Will Martin to Fay, to Martin, and Martin, and a save made by Gomez on the shot by Tim Summer, who was looking for a second goal. Got the pass from Ben Martin. So Gomez has it. And Gomez will play it forward and intercepted by Mamaroneck. And Fay beats Gomez for the goal. So intercepted, and then Daniel O'Rourke gets the assist after he intercepted it and played it to Emmett Fay. And Fay now has 2 goals and 1 assist. As 4 minutes and 14 seconds gone by, Mamaroneck leads 3-0.
Oh, maybe. Oh, we haven't talked to him.
And the face-off is eventually won by White Plains and Austin Burns, the long stick midi. Ooh, and a big hit there by Bobby Bizzard brings Luke Leone to the ground, and picked up by Mamaroneck, and Denty finally gets the ball for the first time. Goalie Jack Denty for Mamaroneck, and he passes forward to Jake Firestein. Fay with the pass, swinging it around to Conley, bad angle, and he will shoot it high of Gomez, but we have multiple flags on the field to pick up the laundry after this call. Both officials throwing the flags high. Cross check against White Plains, look like the call. So it'll be a power play for the Mamaroneck, first of the game. Would have been negated if Conley could score. I mean, if Conley could score there, but instead it's just a power play. Man advantage. It'll be a 6-on-5. And the penalty goes to White Plains' Austin Burns. He's in front of his bench on a knee. That's how you know he had committed the foul. Mamaroneck leading 3-0. No shot so far for White Plains. First 5.5 minutes gone by. Good defense by White Plains, and picked up by Will Martin behind the goal. Nearly forced a turnover. Martin has it, passes to Conley. Conley to Fay. Conley scores. First goal for Conley, assisted by Tim Summer. He has a goal and an assist now. And Tom Conley has his first goal of the game. Conley has 1 now. Fay has 2 goals and an assist for Shane Smith and Daniel O'Rourke. And now Tim Summer has a goal and an assist here on Senior Day at Mamaroneck in this battle of the Tigers between 9-5 Mamaroneck and 4-9 White Plains. Between these two A schools and league rivals. Their first and only meeting of the season. As the playoffs start a week from yesterday, will be the first round of playoffs. Today's Thursday, May 11th, and the playoffs will start next Wednesday, the 17th of May. So Mamaroneck wins it, and that's a penalty again against White Plains, as he hit him on the head. Drawing it was Reed Sekakini. Pass to Conley, and he scores. Goal. Another assist for Emmett Fay, and another goal for Tom Conley. So Fay now has 2 goals and 2 assists, and Chris Conley now, Chris was his older brother. Tom Conley now has 2 goals. Chris, Pete, and now Tom are the the Conley family brothers. It's 5:43 and it's 35-0 Mamaroneck. Complete domination in the first 6 minutes and 17 seconds. We have fans just arriving, and it's going to be just coming, and it's 35-0 Mamaroneck. Not sure if White Plains will even have 5 shots, as they don't even have 1 shot on goal yet. No saves for Jack Denty necessary. Another face-off win by Tim Summer. Then played back to Court Chambers, who plays it to Conley, and Fay will be at the top of the key this time, running a play for him, as Martin plays it to Fay. Just on behind the goal, set up a couple of his assists, and Fay has it now. Thought about it, and another assist for Fay. Fay to Conley, a quick hat trick. It only took 6 minutes and 46 seconds, but already a hat trick for Tom Conley. And another assist for Fay. So Emmett Fay with the assist. Correction, actually that goal was I thought it was scored by Tom Conley. LMC Varsity sports producer Rob Moretti is telling me it was scored by Court Chambers, so no hat trick yet for Conley, as Conley's number 4, Chambers is number 5. I thought it was scored by Conley, but we'll go with Rob. That's why they pay in the big bucks for decisions like that, so we'll say 2 goals for Conley, 1 first goal of the game for Court Chambers, as it's 6-0 Tigers. So a nice save by Conley to save it in. Tom Conley saved it to Fay, who has the 2 goals and 3 assists. Nonetheless, we definitely know it was another assist for Fay. This is 3rd of the game. But now that Rob mentioned it a couple times, kind of agree that it might have been Chambers and not Conley. So Chambers has a goal. Tom Conley has 2. Fay has 2 goals and 2 assists. Assist for Shane Smith as Fay passes, and that one is wide by Conley. Daniel Rourke has an assist, and Tim Summer has a goal and an assist for the 6-0 lead for Mamaroneck with 4:20 remaining. We have 2 saves made by Sebastian Gomez. And that one is thrown away by Mamaroneck, and it goes towards the offensive zone, and a midfield violation, like an over the back in basketball, or like a mid-court, over and back. So the ball can't go offensively, so it automatically goes to White Plains nonetheless, and they'll get a chance here. Try and get it on the board with 3:50 and counting remaining here in the first quarter, and White Plains trailing Mamaroneck as they turn it over again. Another turnover by Alex Kenny as he throws it away from Ryan Martino. Just sloppy play from White Plains. No surprise they trail 6-0. As Mamaroneck brings it forward. Fay, nice pass, but it couldn't be handled. Too hot and picked up by Gomez. Too hot to handle by Will Martin. Good idea though by Fay. pretty pass. That one bounced, and that's a hat trick goal as it rains, it pours. Colin McDonough couldn't find his own goalie. Sebastian Gomez threw it wide of him and picked up by Conley, and that's his third goal that completes the hat trick off the assist from Colin McDonough, obviously unassisted, as he passed it wide of his own goalie Gomez and picked up by Mamaroneck. So Conley has 3, Fay has 2 and 2 assists. Court Chambers has a goal, and Tim Summer has a goal. We'll be right back here on LMC Varsity Sports. White Plains taking a timeout they should have called 4 goals ago here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports following the timeout. First timeout used by Coach Mark Armagida. For White Plains, Mamaroneck leads, and they win another face-off, and a nice stiff arm there by Tim Summer. Mamaroneck is just dominating in the this first quarter. 9 minutes and 15 seconds gone by now, 7-0. They're getting to every ball. I don't think Mamaroneck maybe has 1 turnover. White Plains has like 3 or 4. Basically every time they got the ball, they turned it over. Did White Plains. And that one is played behind the goal as Colin laughing. As a couple substitutes come in for Mamaroneck. Fay's still in there, but that was fair play at the mid line, and nice pass Conley. Thought about the shot, did Firestein. Fay with the rip, and it's wide. And backed up by Mamaroneck, so it'll stay with the Tigers with 2:08 remaining. This game will turn into running clock soon. At the 10-goal mark? 10-goal lead. What? 10-goal lead. That's the case in the girls lacrosse as well, because the game we did the other day. That was a rout, 15-2 Mamaroneck, and we're not quite there yet, but it's on pace. It's on a much quicker pace than that, higher pace than that. Mamaroneck beat Rye 15-2. Both those teams that entered with winning records. This was 9-5 and 4-9 for White Plains. So Mamaroneck plays it to Conley. Conley has it here, already with his hat trick, and played top of the key, and a nice save. Best save so far. Save number 3 for Sebastian Gomez on the rip by Colin Lavin. And that one is no good as it goes off the post by Fay and picked up by Gomez. So another save. He's got 4 unofficially, as he'll play it forward as Fay couldn't score as it hit the wickets, the post. Why? And another turnover as Austin Burns loses it, and good play by the Tigers defense, and heading to the ground was Fay with 48 seconds and White Plains ball. It'll be Santiago Chica who will play it. I thought a second about giving it to Gomez as he didn't want to throw it away like they did before, and that one nearly lost, and it is, and that's a penalty on the chop against Colin McDonough. Not a good week to be named McDonough. Ryan McDonough did not have a good game the other night. He looked bad in the Rangers' loss hockey game. Not look like the captain or the player they needed to play, and one of the reasons they lost to Ottawa. I'd always thought he was overrated. I mean, he did not play well in that game. It's behind the goal with it is Tom Conley. He plays it to Will Martin as another second power play of the game, man advantage. I don't think White Plains, Mamaroneck was able to score in the first one, but this one has a good shot backed up by White Plains as they were able to deflect Fay's shot wide. It was a good play by the defenseman, Jared Stiebling. And that one will be played around with 13 seconds. So man advantage will end the first quarter. So we have 5 seconds left on the clock. And they're running the clock, and they're just going to hold it as they don't want to run up the score in the first quarter. That's a good sign of sportsmanship by Coach Jeff Barnard. So it'll be 7-0 Mamaroneck after 1, and we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports with this boys lacrosse game. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, 7-0. Still have the man advantage as Emmett Fay brings it. 6-on-5 advantage following the penalty, and a nice save by Gomez on the shot from Conley. Conley was looking for goal number 4, but Gomez made save number 5 so far, give or take. As Mamaroneck brings it, no, White Plains brings it up. Gomez, that was Gomez, leaving his area, and he passes it and he finds an open man in Miles Tillman, and Tillman is double teamed.
Oh, his shoes. The grip on his shoes.
As Rob Moretti points out, LMC Varsity Sports producer Tillman running out of his shoes. As he got, yeah, they look like they're, what, too small? Too big?
Bad traction.
Yeah. And the turf's fast, and it's not that bad. Turf is still new by 4 or 5 years, right? 7 years, thank you.
Not that big.
But it shouldn't be coming apart, and it's not. So, interesting observation by Rob Moretti. Follow him at LMC TV Sports for all your Mamaroneck and Rhinebeck scores, live game scores, posts, plays of the week, plays of the year, which 3 of those I called, by the way. 3 out of 5. As it's behind the goal. Nice move. And ooh, best scoring chance of the day for the Tigers. They can't get a shot off. We'll have an injury possible reset. So they give the ball back to White Plains. Assistant coach Aaron Tabak yelling out a play. As Ryan Martino, nice pass to Luke Leone, but he was hit hard, and they get to keep the ball. As the shot is well wide, back up barely, and keeping it for White Plains is White Plains. It's falling to the turf again. White Plains players are having trouble staying on their feet once again. A couple in a row there, it's crazy.
They're playing on turf at White Plains.
I know, they have a turf field at White Plains, it's weird. Another player falling to the turf. Ooh! Nearly scoring behind the back, and that would have been an instant play of the week.
Yeah.
But him missing it, wow. That would have easily been that would have been a play of the year nominee, as that was a sick pass from Declan Harrigan in traffic to Emmett Fay, looking for his hat trick, his double hat trick, because he has 3 goals, he has 2 goals right now and 3 assists. And he went behind the back, but it was a save by Gomez. Ooh, a head save by Colin McDonough. And picked up by White Plains. 6 saves now for Gomez. And a penalty on Mamaroneck. So no score in the second quarter, but 7 goals in the first, have Mamaroneck up 7-0. It'll be a man advantage for White Plains, their first of the game, as the penalty was on Court Chambers. He's on a knee on the sideline. As Chico will start with it. And he'll pass, intercepted by Mamaroneck. So that's one way to kill the penalty. Is it brought up by Daniel O'Rourke to Emmett Fay. Fay looking for a highlight reel play again. So nearly had one to behind the back, and it was a quick way to kill the man advantage for White Plains, as Mamaroneck got the turnover about 5 seconds after the man advantage started. So 8:15 left in this first half. Conley scores unassisted. Tom Conley now has 4 goals. Looked to be unassisted. May have been handed to him by Jake Firestein over there, so maybe we'll give Firestein an assist, his first of the game. It is senior day, he is a senior. But 8-0 Mamaroneck leading. No matter what the score is, if you score behind the back like Faye nearly did, so he got it on target too, but it was a fairly easy save. I mean, we've seen a couple good saves from Gomez. He has 6, but it wasn't his hardest save because it was kind of right at him. But it was behind the back. It was just by Faye, who gets it right on cue. It would have been unreal, but unfortunately, it was right at Gomez. It was also a good pass that he got from Daniel Harrigan. Faye going through 4 or 5 players, and finally stolen by White Plains is Santiago Chica, as Mamaroneck leading 8-0, 7:35 left in this second quarter. As Faye gets the turnover, and Conley has it here. So White Plains doing all they can to steal it, but both Conley and Faye won't give it up easily, despite the lashings from White Plains. This is a good game for senior day, though, as some of the senior reserves, we'll definitely see them in the second half with this big a lead. As Faye has it here. Chambers, Faye, playing give and go. Summer, Conley. Mamaroneck is really outpossessing White Plains about 90-10. Time of possession's got to be, we're at almost the halfway mark of this quarter. It's got to be about 90 as over and back turnover. It's got to be like, Mamaroneck's probably had it for, so we approached the 18-minute mark. Mamaroneck's probably had it for about 15 minutes, 16 minutes. And White Plains has only had it the rest, because every time White Plains got it, they basically turned it over. They haven't had a shot yet, because they almost had one, but they drew a penalty, but then after the penalty, they turned it right over. So we'll see when White Plains can get their first shot off. As White Plains has it here. Shot is saved. First shot by White Plains comes at the 5:25 mark of the second quarter. It was by I think it was by Eric Brotman. As Mamaroneck has it here, Chambers fakes the shot, and that will nearly be turned over, but saved by Will Martin, sophomore attack. And that's a penalty on the hit. As Court Chambers gets taken down, basically wrestled by Michael Ferrari. the White Plains wrestling coach could use Ferrari. I'm sure if our favorite coach, the Mamaroneck wrestling coach, would have been impressed by that move.
Gilberti.
Oh, Coach Sean? Right? Scott Gilberti, excuse me. Scott Gilberti would have. Oh yeah, congratulations to him too. I know it was a couple months ago, but how he got engaged.
On the mat.
To his girl. Yeah, on the mat, like during a wrestling match. Right? Unfortunately, the county champion, I thought it was at Mamaroneck. It was at the county championships.
Yeah.
That was a match. Oh, what a goal! Scored by Conley, number 5. A low one that he just scooped and fired from 10 yards away and went by Gomez to make it 9-0. What a low sidewinder goal by Tom Conley to make it. Yeah, that was Conley to make it 5-0. I mean, 5 goals for him to make it 9-0. Mamaroneck. But yeah, no, Coach Gilberti, yeah, he got engaged to his girlfriend. I think who also assistant helps him out during the season. With the boat, when they're coaching and stuff. Well, she's there the matches we went to, I remember. But no, congratulations. That's dedication right there, proposing on the wrestling mat. It's not romantic, but it's definitely, that's his favorite thing. It's wrestling is his favorite thing, so why not incorporate it with his proposal?
Yeah.
I know. I mean, Rob likes his job and stuff, and he likes baseball, but he wouldn't incorporate it when he proposed.
I was told not to.
Yeah, and he listened. And he's married almost a year now. Sorry, Rob, it's 9-0. You got to banter, right? What?
With yourself.
Well, you're right here. I mean, you're agreeing and nodding. Unfortunately, you don't have the crew where we have 2 guys. I mean, with lacrosse, you can announce 1 guy, but like baseball and softball, it's tough to do just 1 person. But when you have this here, that's a long pass, and it's a nice catch on the long pass by the defenseman, one to another. Felix Miller makes the throw to Bobby Bizzard. Not Blizzard, Bizzard. As Bizzard hands it off to Sakakini, and Reed Sakakini to Will Martin and Faye. Mamaroneck looking for a 10-0 lead. So 5 goals for Tom Conley, a goal for, I thought it was actually 6 goals, but Rob corrected me as it went to, that other goal went to Court Chambers. Emmett Faye, 2 goals, 3 assists. Shane Smith, an assist. Daniel Rourke, an assist. Jake Firestein, an assist. And a goal and assist for Tim Summer. Oh, and 1 save actually for Jack Denty. And 7 saves for Sebastian Gomez. And no goals for White Plains. Double the Mr. Softies now. Their business probably taking a hit with the colder weather here in May. Today it's nice, but it's still a little colder than it should be on May 11th. It's like 59, 60 degrees. May 11th, it should be 70 degrees in New York. Am I wrong? 150 remaining, still at regular time, is not running the clock yet, is another tumble. Luke Leone plays it. Nice move made by Ryan Martino. Martino behind the goal, making it passes to Cole Stone, and Denty got a piece of it, and so did the post, it looked like. Another save, 2 saves for Jack Denty. Shot by Cole Stone, and it's pushed forward to Reed Sakakini, who has Will Martin, but instead passes to Teddy Knowles. Conley and Faye, who have 7 goals combined and 3 assists, all of them to Faye. 7 of the 9 Mamaroneck goals scored by combined Conley and Faye. And a goal also, Tim Summer has the other goal, and so does Court Chambers. That one played forward. A nice pass. Conley intercepted by White Plains and then picked up by Mamaroneck with 35 seconds. Mamaroneck can almost all but run out the clock here, and a rip goal by Emmett Fay, assisted by Conley. First assist for Conley to go along with his 5 goals. And Emmett Fay now has 3 goals. That was a rip, nice shot. Wasn't a behind the back look, but it was a bad angle that he beat Gomez with, Sebastian Gomez. 3 goals and 3 assists now for Emmett Fay, and now 5 goals and an assist for Tom Conley. With 27 seconds left, it is all Mamaroneck, 10-0. Santiago Chica loses it to Tim Summer, as he'll play it up to Martin and he'll come off. And coming in with final 8 seconds for him, as that one's wide by the defenseman Daniel O'Rourke, as he'll come out and a nice cutting pass made by Fay, and it bounces wide of Gomez, as they were looking for Curtis Keene to maybe score. A senior doesn't get a ton of playing time, or Andrew Lanny, but neither could put it home. And Mamaroneck will go to the half with 7 goals in the first quarter, 3 in the second, and a 10-0 halftime lead, as Tom Conley has 5 goals and an assist. Emmett Fay has 3 goals and 3 assists, and 2 saves for Jack Denty. So we'll be right back on LMC with the final second half here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, I'm Charlie McGraw alongside cameraman Gary Francois, Danelle Clark, and LMC Varsity Sports producer and cameraman, Mr. Rob Moretti. Mamaroneck loses a rare face-off as White Plains wins face-off to start this third quarter, and too long of a pass, another turnover, and a legal hit, but they'll let it play out, and now they'll call it the penalty. Slash against White Plains against Devin Burns. He'll go to the sidelines, the area near the scores table, and take a knee. There's no penalty box in lacrosse, so they just take a knee on left of the bench, or next to the bench, before the bench. As Conley has it here on the man advantage, plays it to Will Martin. Conley has 5 goals and an assist, 3 goals and 3 assists for Emmett Fay. So pretty easy choice for the post-game interview, Fay and Conley, or Fay, or just Fay maybe. Maybe both, but since it's senior day, we might just go with Emmett Fay. As the nice save by Gomez, and a save on that play by Santiago Chica, and picked up by Mamaroneck as Chica falls to the turf. 8 saves now for Sebastian Gomez. So we have a new goalie for Mamaroneck, and it is junior Sam Giroux, as he replaces Jack Denty, who made 2 saves in the first half. As nearly stolen away from Mamaroneck, we're getting through it, was Eric Brotman. Brotman has it. He passes to Cole Stone. Stone has it here. And looking for a pass, but intercepted by the goalie, Sam Giroux, who rolls it to Felix Miller, who plays it forward. As brought forward by Bobby Bizzard. Foul against Mamaroneck, so it'll infraction against Mamaroneck, so it'll go to White Plains. Alex Kenny will bring it up. He'll pass it back to Gomez. Gomez will have it from the back. He'll be pressured here, and he'll bring it past midfield again, as he did that earlier, and he'll just pass it short And he's got to get back to the goal. There's Gomez. Faye brings it towards the goal. And instead of shooting to the wide open net, he passes to the defenseman Rourke, and Rourke scores. So Daniel O'Rourke with the goal. A very unselfish play by Emmett Faye. He had a wide open net, but instead of passing, he gives it to his fellow senior and defenseman to score the goal, as Faye now has 3 goals and 4 assists, and O'Rourke now has a goal and an assist, as the clock is not running yet, up 11, so Rob got the rule wrong. Dock him. Give him a X.
Hit the whammy.
The whammy. That is the girls lacrosse rule. So Rob's guess now is maybe the 15-minute mark, 15 goal lead mark, but also possible it could be at the 12 goal mark, which we'll find out. There's one more travel against White Plains. So that was a great play by Emmett Faye. He could have just scored it himself. He had the unselfish, but he saw O'Rourke, who had the shot, and not every day a long stick defender, especially on senior day. Daniel O'Rourke scores, so a nice play by Faye to get his 4th assist and 3 goals. Very unselfish of him to his fellow senior, and add another goal score. Conley has 5 goals. Core Chambers has a goal, 3 goals for Faye, including 4 assists. O'Rourke has a goal and an assist, and Tim Summer has a goal and assist. 2 saves for Denty. No saves yet, but Sam Giroux is now in goal. So Denty's day is done with 2 saves, the senior. Mamaroneck, nice pass, and nearly a goal, but missing it wide was Brendan Harrigan. The senior has good pass there by, we could have had the brother special there. Declan Harrigan to Brendan Harrigan, the sophomore Harrigan to the senior Harrigan. Is that why the crowd yelled like that? So we had it the other day in girls lacrosse, the assist from Maddie, the twin sisters in lacrosse, Madeline, Reardon, the Reardon sisters, Madeline and Laura? Nora, excuse me. Madeline and Nora. That's a goal by Harrigan as he puts it by the new goalie, Andrew Loha, as he came in for Sebastian Gomez. So goal for senior Brendan Harrigan, assisted by Curtis Keene. So Curtis Keene assists Brendan Harrigan.
35, super score. 35.
So first, as soon as Andrew Loha comes in, he gives up a goal. As it's 12-0, clock is not running yet. So it must be the 15-minute mark, or 15 goal advantage mark for running clock.
Here we go on 7.
Felix Miller passes it, intercepted by White Plains and picked up by Brendan Harrigan, who just scored, but he loses it, and the reserves from each team scrumming for it, and picked up by the backup goalie, Andrew Loha, who's now in. And he'll pass it forward to Colin McDonough. It's actually been started the game, as he plays it to Tillman. Tillman falls and he can't score. It's about the 12th time that White Plains has tripped on their own feet and fell on the turf. It's not like it's slippery from like rain, because it hasn't rained in a couple of days at all, in almost a week. Thank you, Radar Rob. And yeah, so maybe they're not used to this type of turf. I guess it's a little different turf than White Plains. Who knows, whatever it is. Harrigan to Harrigan tried to do a brother-to-brother combo, but we couldn't have it. Intercepted by Michael Bennett. Passed up to Curtis Keene. Keene has it. Keene to the goal, and he's pancaked, and that's a penalty. As he's fouled by Michael Ferrari. Came at him like the speed of a Ferrari. Come on, Rob, I had to set me up for that one, man. Gonna be a man advantage for the Tigers. Brendan Harrigan will have it behind the goal, or excuse me, it'll be played by Ajid Zamit. Played forward. Zamit nearly scored.
Good day.
Yep, it's 12.
Picked up there by Mullen. Tip. So it'll stay with Mamaroneck. Is deflected by White Plains. So both officials had that tip call. And the power play is over. Nice pass. And a bouncer. Another save. Good couple saves by Loha, the backup goalie. 3 there on that sequence. Loose ball. Still just the third quarter here, 12-0. Still, all the reserves are in from Mamaroneck. Bringing it up. Mamaroneck still pitching a shutout.
Overhead, Chica!
A la Masahiro Tanaka. He had one of those this year, despite the rough start. Was that one brought up by Colin Lavin. Lavin pass, nice pass to Curtis Keenan. He misses it just wide. Backed up by Mamaroneck's Zamit. Ajed Zamit. And played to Brendan Harrigan. Back to Curtis Keene. Now Jack Porter has it to Max Plonsker. Back to Plonsker. Back to Zamit. And now Harrigan has it. And nearly thrown away, but saved by Plonsker. To Porter. And Porter brings it towards the goal, and he's hit several times and finally stolen on a clean play, says the referee, by Devin Burns. Burns gets by one defender, and then another, and he plays it to Cole Stone, and the shot is saved. First save of the game for Sam Giroux. Offsides, White Plain anyway. White Plain after that. We have an offside, so it'll be Mamaroneck ball, and they'll play it forward, and throwing it up was Harrigan. And Declan Harrigan. And nearly saves us. That's the line, is the black, the blue and red where they intersect. That's the end line. So nice save there by Brendan Harrigan. And a check by White Plains, clean one by Jared Stiebling. Intercepted by Stiebling. Has a man and he passes. And another pass and not paying attention. Both look at his nice play. Ryan Martino to look for Cole Stone and Luke Leone, but neither of them can. Both looked at each other, and the running time is now. Rob has 12 goals. So Rob learns something every day. Big hit there by Mamaroneck. Intercepted by Mamaroneck. Harrigan has it. Declan Harrigan to Jack Mullen. Played Jewel to Lanny. Lanny passes. And Harrigan and a save, getting a piece of it and then hitting the post, was Loha. Andrew Loha with the save. And then it was deflected as Brendan Harrigan was looking for goal number 2 on the pass from Curtis Keene, who assisted his lone goal. As the goal scorers for Mamaroneck are Brendan Harrigan, 5 goals and assists for Tom Conley. Court Chambers. Emmett Fay has 3 goals and 4 assists. Nice move there. Throwing it away, though, was Zamit. And Daniel Rourke has a goal. Sam Giroux has a save. 2 saves for Jack Dente. Goal and assist for Tim Summer. And that's a penalty. And an assist for Jake Firestein. An assist for Curtis Keene. Assist for Shane Smith. So that's our scoring summary. And no scoring for White Plains. As White Plains will start, though, with a man advantage. 2 goals in the third quarter, and it's 12-0. Mamaroneck goals scored by Emmett Fay assisted Daniel O'Rourke, and we had a goal by Brendan Harrigan. So when we get back, we'll have the final quarter as Mamaroneck leads, commanding 12-0. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, as the fourth quarter is just underway with the man advantage for White Plains. Penalty against Mamaroneck's Daniel Jewell. So it wasn't a jewel of a play that drew the penalty, but nonetheless, Daniel Jewell's on the sidelines on the knee, and it's intercepted for a second and then picked up by White Plains. It looked like we had a turnover there, but White Plains has it on the doorstep, a pass and a goal!
There we go, Leon.
First of the game, scored by Luke Leone and assisted by Eric Brotman. So White Plains, it only took 36.5 minutes, but they're on the board with a goal by Luke Leone in the fourth, past the new goalie. Well, welcome to the game, and giving up a quick goal was Patrick Sundin. So he'll come in for the fourth quarter and is playing the first 2 quarters, and shutting out was Jack Dente with 2 saves, 1 save for Sam, no relation to Claude Giroux, and then Patrick Sundin with the save. With not the save, letting the goal up as White Plains has it. Luke Leone scored, assisted by Eric Brotman for White Plains' first goal. Brotman's still in there. Leone gone to the sideline, though, after scoring.
There we go.
Shot scored, 2 in a row for White Plains. Miles Tillman, unassisted, and White Plains has 2 quick goals. So if we were just playing a half, it would be 2-2. But as Mamaroneck had 2 goals in the third quarter, and White Plains has 2 here in the fourth for the second half. But Mamaroneck had 10 goals in the first half. So the second half, where Mamaroneck has mostly played reserves, they've played White Plains to a 2-2 score in this half. But when the starters and regulars were playing, actually, they only played like 1 sequence where they scored like in the first 2 minutes, and then they came out to the starters, as that was when we had the nice goal, Emmett Fay assisting a rare defender goal scored by Daniel O'Rourke. where he could have had the wide open net. As Loja's ball winds up being saved by Ryan Martino. So White Plains has 2 goals here in this fourth quarter, scored by Miles Tillman, unassisted. And then Luke Leone scored the first goal for White Plains, assisted by Eric Brotman. Leone a sophomore, Brotman senior, Tillman a junior, along with junior goalie Andrew Loha, who's playing with 4 saves right now. Starting goalie Sebastian Gomez had 8 saves for the Tigers.
Play the body!
Loha's given up 1 goal. 1 goal allowed. Gomez, actually, I think Gomez gave up all the goals. I think Loha hasn't given up any goals. For Mamaroneck, I think. Yeah. No, for White Plains, the starting goalie, Gomez, gave up, midway through the third. I think it was after the 12th goal they took him out, right after the 12th goal. Yeah, so Gomez gave up all 12 goals, and Loha gave up none. Although it may have been 1 and 11. We'll have to review the tape.
Yo, that was so degrading. It was Pelham.
9, 10 left.
All those kids were like, "You're mad fat. You're a fat card." Yeah.
DeMarco has it now. Clayton DeMarco for White Plains gets a check from Shane Smith. Actually, Smith had the first assist of the game. Still in a turnover by White Plains. And it'll go to Mamaroneck. That was a penalty on Mamaroneck. We'll have a man advantage for White Plains. Late call. Never saw the laundry thrown, but it was a late call. And that's how they actually scored their first goal on a power play, or man advantage. So they scored right at the 30 seconds into the period as they started this. 30 seconds into the fourth quarter, as they started this quarter on a power play, on a man advantage. And we're able to score with Luke Leone finishing the Eric Brotman assists. With 8:35 remaining, 12-2 Mamaroneck here at Memorial Field in Mamaroneck. The shot is ripped and scored. Goal number 2 for Miles Tillman, assisted by first assist for Santiago Chica, and second man advantage goal on the afternoon for White Plains. And they now trail 12-3 with 8:18. So 2 goals for the junior Miles Tillman for White Plains, looking to join Tom Conley and Emmett Fay as the game scores with hat tricks. 1 more and he will do that. They take him out for now.
Big boy! Big boy!
Santiago Chica with the hit and picks it up and goes forward. Nice move by Chica. And he falls to the floor and turns it over. About the 12th time we've seen a White Plains player fall to the floor. And the shot is wide. And it will be White Plains ball. By Zamet. Brendan Harrigan pass to Zamet. He shot it wide, 12-3. 7:45 left in this one. Only thing in doubt is the final score. White Plains scoring all 3 of their goals in this fourth quarter as Mamaroneck was up 12-0. Bringing it forward and nearly scoring.
Way to take it
was
to the
the
ball,
defenseman, Mike Ferrari. And it'll be
Here we go, Tank.
Brian Reyes Martinez who has it. Plays it to Ryan Trapp.
Move it, move it.
Trapp passes to DeMarco. DeMarco brings it towards the goal, pass to Trapp. Trapp passes to Brotman. And
Good.
it's off the post. That one looked like it was going home, but it hits the post for Trapp and it takes a carom about 20 yards out. And we have a whistle, a push on Mamaroneck, so it'll stay with White Plains in this Battle of the Tigers with 6:45 left.
All right, nothing there.
And that one is thrown away by White Plains as Ryan Trapp.
Get him, Tank.
Brought up here by Harry
Guys, play body. Let's
Colin
go.
Lavin. Plays it towards and scored. That is Curtis Keene. Go along with an assist. He now has a goal, and Ahed Zamit has a assist now from the junior. Ahed Zamit assisted Curtis Keene, the senior, who now has a goal and an assist. So it all started from the play by Lavin. Colin Lavin started it, giving it to Zamit, who gave it to an open Keene, who beat the goalie for Loha's first goal that he allowed. As allowed,
Go, boys.
Sebastian Gomez gave up 12 unofficially. I think it was either 12 or 11, and then Loha's given up either 2 or 1. Pretty sure just the 1 now that he gave up. Actually, when he first came in, he gave 1. Yeah, so he gave up 2 goals. Second one he's given up. Gomez gave up 11. And White Plains has it here as Mamaroneck got it in the crease and picked up by the goalie Loha. 5:55, 10-goal lead, 13-3. Chica has it. That was the first goal of the quarter for Mamaroneck. Scoring it was Curtis Keene, assisted by Ahed Zamit.
Good pass.
Good throw there and catch. Michael Bennett to Declan Harrigan. We nearly saw the brother-to-brother play. Declan Harrigan to Brendan Harrigan.
Check him.
If a sibling passes to a sibling and they score, that's an automatic consideration for the play of the week. As that one brought in here, and nearly nice pass. Ahed Zamit. 4:55 to go.
Yellow.
Good stop by Loha. Greg Sullivan, the senior,
Hey, run, Miles.
with the fake and then the shot.
Wheels.
But good save for number 5 for Andrew
Open ground.
Loha. 5 saves, 2 goals allowed. That
Good
save
take,
was
Miles.
high, but backed up by
Hang in there, 2-2.
White Plains. It's Miles. Tillman was looking for his hat trick, but shot it well high. And Martino has it now. Ryan Martino towards the goal, shoots, and good defense by Felix Miller
Move it.
and Daniel Jewell, 2 sophomore defenders. Declan Harrigan, another sophomore defender in there, and the shot scored by unassisted Angel Maringo. So Angel Maringo with his first goal,
You're going 6.
and it's 13-4. So about one of the first times Angel Maringo touches the ball, he scores unassisted. And it is 13-4. Mamaroneck over White Plains. 4 goals from White Plains scored by Maringo, Leon, and 2 by Miles Tillman. Eric Brotman has an assist. Santiago Chica has an assist. 5 saves for Andrew Loha, 2 goals allowed. 8 saves for Sebastian Gomez, 11 goals allowed. That's all 4 goals for White Plains scored in this half on the goalie Patrick Sundin, who has 1 save and has allowed 4 goals. Good defense there by Jewel. Going through the whole defense and nearly scoring was Jack Porter. So he bulldozed through the defense, but save number 6 for Loha. It's only 2 away from tying the other goalie from Gomez, as this one is wide but backed up by Mamaroneck. Curtis Keene couldn't score on Brendan Harrigan's shot. Brendan Harrigan's pass. Keene couldn't score it. But both have goals already. So it's 13-4 Mamaroneck, 3 minutes remaining in this one. Once again, the only thing in doubt is the final score. Is this one played behind the goal? And saved by Loha on the shot from Mullen. Loha now has 7 saves.
Oh yeah, Miles.
Miles Tillman looking for his 3rd goal, but he bounces it wide. And it's 13-4. Since it's now a 9-goal lead, the clock is no longer running. So stop it here and now restart it.
Leone.
Luke Leone, who scored the first White Plains goal, has it behind the goal, defended by Jewel. Jewel to Sommer. Actually, no, that was Eric Brotman. Offsides on White Plains again. Brought up by Mamaroneck. 2-10 pass and a save by Loha. His 8th save. He has as many saves as the starter, Sebastian Gomez.
Pick it up, Lo.
They have all those balls behind in case the ball goes out of play, so they can just pick up the nearest one, which they'll do here. Those balls almost came into play, one of them, before. The player almost tripped on one. As Mamaroneck has it here. Andrew Lanny. Listed as a defender, but has the short stick, so more midi. A penalty against White Plains. 30.
Yeah, boy!
I think he said offsides on black, but... Oh, because they had too many guys in the zone. 7 guys back when you're only supposed to have 6. So too many men on the field, that's a penalty. Mamaroneck will have it. 1:15 left, and they'll have a man advantage, and it'll be given to Lanny, the senior. Nice if he could score on senior day. Only has 1 minute, 8 seconds left. And instead, another save by Loha. He's got 9 saves, more than the starter, Gomez. So the reserves from Mamaroneck have only scored two goals, because Mamaroneck was up 10, and then the starters, O'Rourke, the defender, scored to make it 11, but goals scored by Brendan Harrigan and Curtis Keene from the reserves. But they have had a lot of shots, as the reserve goalie has made 9 saves, has Loha. Goes out and it stays with Mamaroneck. 41 seconds left, 13-4. Stick around, post-game interview. Talk to the 4-assist, 3-goal man, Emmett Fay. And that's a goal scored by Jack Mullen, a senior, unassisted. So Mullen gets the goal. Might be the final goal of the game, 14-4, 33 seconds left. So Mamaroneck Reserves now have 3 goals. Look to be unassisted.
Let's go, Chica!
Go, Jay!
Here we go, Art! Art, get a TV, kid!
Let's go, James!
Art's body him, Art.
Yeah, James.
Eat him up, Art!
Oh, yeah!
As it'll be won by Chica.
Oh, take it to the bar!
As it'll be brought in by Chica after he won it. Santiago Chica, who has an assist in this one.
Stop it.
14-4, 20 seconds left. Oh, a good look there.
Yes.
Picked up by Clayton DeMarco.
Take it to the right.
12 seconds.
Oh, that's
DeMarco is triple teamed, and we have a penalty.
Oh, we have a flag.
And 7 seconds left, so it'll be a man advantage for 7 seconds for White Plains.
Finish with the goal. What do you say?
Final 7 seconds in this one. 14-4 Mamaroneck. See if White Plains can have a goal in 7 seconds to end the game, or if it'll just stay 14-4. So Mamaroneck will finish with 2 goals in this quarter, and White Plains will either have 4 or 5, as they'll have it here. It'll start where the penalty occurred and bring it in quickly. Well, Miles Tillman rips one wide. 2 seconds. They were able to stop it, so you need a pass and a shot, and instantaneous as they blow it in, and
Let's go. Hey!
no goal. This was after the whistle, as it's not allowed by the official. And the final score will be 14-4, as the last goal that does not count was shot in by White Plains and unallowed by Ryan Martino. So as it was well after the whistle, maybe a second or 2. So the final score will be 14-4 Mamaroneck. We'll have interviews, post-game analysis, and more here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on the post-game show with Emmett Fay. And Emmett, it was an easy win for you guys today. Tell me about that attempt on that behind-the-back play. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, the look was open and I went for it, and the goalie made a good save on it.
Have you ever had a goal like that in a game?
Last year and out in my years of lacrosse, yeah, but this year I've not stuck one yet, no.
You had 3 goals and 4 assists, but you weren't happy. You were happiest on that last one, the assist to Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel
O'Rourke,
Rooks.
Yeah, he's a defenseman and a senior.
Fellow captain, fellow senior, and a really good friend of mine. I'm happy I got to give him a good opportunity to score, and he put it away.
Especially when you had a wide open net and you could have scored from like 30 yards out, but instead you saw him and passed it. Very unselfish of you.
Yeah, I mean, our coach preaches like unselfishness, and me being a captain, I just try to make that resonate throughout the team, and I just try to set an example for the other players.
Back here on the postgame show with Coach Jeff Barnard, and Coach, it was an easy win for you guys, 14-4, but it was good. You got to get some of the seniors that usually don't get to play so much, a lot of playing time on senior day.
Mm-hmm. That's important. They've been working hard all season. We've played a lot of tight games this season, so a lot of 1-2 goal games, wins, losses. So it's been a difficult schedule. So it was good to finish our last home game. Having played pretty well in the first half and being able to get everybody in.
And you have a good record now, 10-5, and heading into the playoffs. So what do you think of your team's chances?
I think we have a young squad. We first have to get through Yorktown. We finish up with Yorktown on Saturday, so that's a tall task. But we're going to work hard and take it from there and use it as a preparation. Win or loss for the playoffs. And
as a senior now, Emmett Fay has been a big contributor. I talked to him. How big has he been to your team the past couple of years?
He's done a great job for us. He had a good year last year, and he did a great job this year. And I'm happy for him. He's been a great captain and a great leader for us.
Back here on the postgame show, final score 14-4. Mamaroneck was up 10-0 at the half. Mamaroneck dominated this game from the get-go, and they're now 10-4, and the White Plains Tigers are now 4-10. Mamaroneck is actually 10-5. And with a good win today, Mamaroneck should have a good seed for the playoffs coming up next week. A lot of people to thank for today's telecast, including the CEO, Eric Lewis. COO is Matt Sullivan. Community sports producer is Mr. Rob Moretti. For our camera crew, they did a great job today. Gary Francois, Danelle Clark, Rob Moretti. I'm Troy McGraw saying thanks so much for watching and have a great evening.